Make this video because um just tired of seeing this stuff every year. Now when EA promoted the what do you call it? Like authentic arena situation, whatever. I was very excited for that because for someone who's been to the Bell Center and who watches the Habs constantly every season, it's one of the nicer arenas. It's one of the arenas where it seems like there isn't a seat empty in the whole arena. So it's very loud during the playoffs and even during regular season games. If you go to the Bell Center, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you watch it even on TV, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So when I got NHL 15, I was a little bit disappointed because right off the bat, I could tell that the aisles were a lot wider than they are in real life. The aisles here, they're a lot wider. They don't really have this Canadian logo anymore on the steps either, but that's not a big deal. Like, I'm not too keen on that. But one thing that's been getting me is the seating chart, or the distribution of seats in the arena. It's totally off. It's bare. It's not a lot. Now, if you actually look at the seating in real life, you'll notice that, number one, the aisle is a lot smaller. It's a lot narrower, I mean. Also, there's no partition here as far as the two posts here for the dressing room. There is no post on the Habs bench. It's actually the home bench starts from the hallway all the way to about, I would say, right where that man is standing. Like, that's the whole bench. Like, it starts from here and ends there, including the hallway. The part where there's a little goalie bench, that's actually seating for the fans. The fans actually sit there. There isn't no 2 seats. It's actually 6 seats, if I'm not mistaken. But I mean, it would represent more the real Bell Center if they just modified that. All right, but that's not even my big concern. My concern is this, because someone in NHL 15, if you actually care and if you're nerdy enough to go back and check the seating here, everyone knows that the center ice entrance, there's 6 seats on either side. Now, in NHL 15, on the right hand of the entrance, it's more representative of what was in NHL 15, meaning they had 4 seats on each side. NHL 16, it seems like they almost fixed it. So they added 5 seats on the left side, but they didn't do the same for the right side. That's number 1. Number 2, it should be 6 seats. Then I actually went on a seating chart, and there's actually, for every section, there's 16 seats in every section. Here, there's only 13, and that's why I guess I noticed that the aisles looked a lot wider than they normally should be. So the way EA could fix this, and in my mind, it's very easy to fix. I don't know if there is a lot of science that goes into it, but all they have to do, first of all, they would have to add another row here, make the chair separation like the one on the left side, and add 2 more rows here. And then all they would have to do to kind of give it the most representative, most accurate representation of the Bell Center is just add 1 row on each side. So add a row here, add a row there, add a row there, add 1 row here, add a row here. Here's a little tricky. For the first 3 rows or 4 rows, there's actually no aisle. It's actually all one section, and then the aisle starts off maybe where the light red starts, I think. Okay, but then you could add a row here, add a row here, add 1 row there, another one here. You get the drift. All right, so basically just add a row to each end of every section on each side, and it will look a lot fuller. It will look a lot more like the Bell Center. Right now it kind of looks like the Bell Center, but not too much. Everything else though is fine. I mean, I don't know what the situation is up there. I don't think anyone cares, but you see exactly. Now, you see like the separation in the row or in the sections. That's kind of how wide it should be. It's a lot more narrower than people think. It's not wide like this. The aisles here are too wide. So yeah, I hope this catches someone's attention at EA, because I mean, for a guy who was always playing number one with the Habs and playing with the True Broadcast camera, these are things you always see. It's just I just feel like it should have been fixed by now. And I've seen them patch stuff in the past where they more accurately added seat distribution in the lower bowl. I've seen that, you know, in the patch notes in the past, so hopefully they could do it this year for the Habs, because I mean, it's one of the best arenas in hockey, and I think it should be represented accurately. Anyways, see you guys in the next video.